I'm older, so I hated her first.
It was because you were madly in love.
Yeah, with the idea of getting out of my house.
Doesn't matter. He's my husband. I have been married to him for 19 years. It is hard enough to think of something to say to him.
The outspoken Trump supporter is off the air. Her staff all out of jobs. And that's just the beginning of the backlash coming fast and furious after that tweet about Valerie Jarrett.
Maybe it's not so fair that only some people have to apologize for what they say and some get a pass.
When Roseanne Barr decided it was a good idea to make a racist comment about Valerie Jarrett, Obama's former advisor, she probably thought she was being funny. But oh boy, did that comment come back to bite her big time. In a now deleted post, Roseanne tweeted, "Muslim Brotherhood and Planet of the Apes had a baby equals VJ." But nobody thought it was funny. In fact, her career vanished with that post.
I think this is actually a racist tweet.
It was like, poof, bye-bye reputation. Who could have thought that a show that made over $45 million in advertising revenue and was expecting to rake in nothing less than a bank-breaking $60 million the next season took a nosedive over a tweet?
My mom was watching TV and saw that it was canceled.
Like, what? Buckle up, folks, because we're about to dive into the spicy ride that is Roseanne Barr's career, from her rise to fame to her dramatic downfall.
Biggest network shows this season canceled. Roseanne Barr.
Hold on to your hats, people, because her story is a wild ride full of scandals, drama, and more plot twists than a soap opera.
I'm depressed as hell. I am whacked. I'm crazy. You know I'm crazier than hell. Everyone knows I'm crazier than hell.
Roseanne Barr, America's favorite TV mom, this woman is a living legend in comedy.
A lot of stuff bugs me about husbands. You know, like when they all the time want to talk to you. I hate that.
But she's also no stranger to controversy.
I used to injure myself. I used to cut myself and stuff like that.
Seriously, if there was a Hall of Fame for celebrity scandals, she'd be in it. But first, let's rewind and have a peek at Roseanne's story before the fame. Born to Jewish parents Helen Davis and Jerome Herschel Barr on November 3, 1952, Roseanne Cherry Barr let out her first cry in good old Salt Lake City, Utah, and is the oldest of 4 children. Keeping their Jewish heritage hidden, Barr's parents were partially involved with the LDS Church, and Roseanne grew up learning to juggle between being a Jew and a Mormon. At age 15, the icon's life took a bit of a dark turn when she got hit by a car.
I was crossing the street on my way to school. I was 15, and I was a big nerd. Was crossing the street, and it was the top of a hill, and this girl, she was on her way to the university, and the sun blinded her, and she ran me over. And the rest is history.
And faced a life-changing injury.
I had a head concussion and a brain concussion, and I had hamburger meat for legs. I used to be an A+ math student. I was just great in geometry, and I had forgotten everything about math when I returned to school. It took a long time to heal from it.
How much did your personality change?
Oh, it changed drastically. Yeah, you change right away.
Yeah.
It's still you, but it's like a artificial intelligence you.
Did you find that you became much more impulsive?
Oh, yeah.
So life-changing, in fact, that she had to be institutionalized for 8 months.
And how long did they
I was
admit
in
you
there
for?
9 months. I was not thinking like the normal thing.
So when they admitted you, what was the treatment? Like, what did they do to you?
Mellaril.
And what did that do?
I don't know.
Yet against all odds, Roseanne kept pushing. She knew that humor was her ticket out of a tough life. As early as the late 70s, she was already killing it in stand-up comedy clubs with her no-nonsense, in-your-face style, appearing on different late-night talk shows along the way.
I hate that word, housewife. I prefer to be called domestic goddess.
I mean, let's face it, the woman is one of the funniest characters that has ever graced American TV. Fast forward to 1988 and boom, she lands her own sitcom, Roseanne.
Becky!
It was like lightning in a bottle. The show was a massive hit because it portrayed a real working class family, warts and all. Everyone loved the Connors because they were so relatable.
Mom.
What?
I got a knot in my shoe.
Wear loafers.
It didn't take long before the show, which ran for 9 seasons by the way, to become a sensational hit. It came as no shock either when Roseanne won an Emmy and a Golden Globe Award as Best Actress for her work on the show.
And the winner is Roseanne Arnold for Roseanne.
She must have felt on top of the world. But the drama off-screen was just getting started. Remember the 1990 National Anthem incident at the San Diego Padres game? You don't? Oh boy, let me tell you, 2 words, train wreck. Not only did she screech her way through it, she grabbed her crotch and then spat on the ground. Not surprisingly, the crowd booed. And the media went nuts.
Amid a nationwide wave of protest, Barr herself has made no public statement.
Even President George H.W. Bush chimed in, calling it a disgrace to America. Roseanne did say it was meant to be a joke.
I haven't ridden in a tank in North Vietnam, but y'all are treating it that way.
But the backlash was intense. That was the first big crack in her public image. Her private life wasn't free from drama either. She married Bill Pentland in 1974, and they had 3 kids. But in 1990, they were all done, and Roseanne married comedian Tom Arnold. Their relationship was a tabloid's dream. Public spats.
Anybody'd run her parents down like she did. She's a
allegations of drug abuse.
I found out that Roseanne had a whole bunch of stuff about cocaine use and all this stuff.
And infidelity.
Everybody really thought that Tom was having an affair with her.
The couple were Hollywood's ultimate comedy couple, with the duo gracing shows with their presence together.
We're really, really excited to be here, aren't we, honey?
Yeah, we're excited. Doesn't she look great? Yeah, she looks. I'm sorry, honey.
And always showing immense love and support for one another. Well, that was before the relationship sank like the Titanic. Rumors had it that Arnold was getting cozy with another woman, Kim Silva.
Eyewitnesses who say they recently saw Tom Arnold together with a woman rumored to be in the middle of the breakup.
Yep, the same one they joked about having a 3-way wedding with. Of course, Roseanne wasn't just going to let things slide. She went full-on nuclear, accusing Tom of substance abuse and violent behavior towards her and her children, which eventually led her to file for divorce and get a restraining order against him. Even that wasn't enough for Roseanne. She obviously wanted Tom to regret ever messing with her.
She is going after Tom with a vengeance. After pulling the plug on his TV series, she's really trying to disgrace him in every way.
They eventually called it quits in 1994, and just when you thought things might calm down, she married her bodyguard, Ben Thomas, in 1995.
Then my 3rd husband, Ben, his name is.
They had a son together.
We didn't go on a honeymoon because I was pregnant.
But guess what? Yep, they ended up filing for a divorce in 2002. It was drama, drama, drama. Everything regarding Roseanne just seemed to go under the radar up until 2018, when she made a comeback with the Roseanne Reboot on ABC.
After 2 decades since it went off the air, Roseanne is back.
Everyone was talking about it, and it seemed like she was back on top. But this is Roseanne we're talking about, so you know something's gonna go wrong. And OMG, it sure did. In May 2018, Roseanne fired off a tweet about Valerie Jarrett, a former advisor to President Obama. It was super racist and caused an immediate uproar. ABC canceled the show that very same day. Can you believe that? She tried to blame it on Ambien, but the damage was done. Even she acknowledged the fact that it wasn't one of the smartest things to tweet, referring to it as a stupid joke. The tweet read, and I quote, "Muslim Brotherhood and Planet of the Apes had a baby equals VJ." Nah, Roseanne, that wasn't a joke. That was just pure racist. Needless to say, her career nosedived and the industry turned its back on her in an instant. This tweet proved to be the final nail in her controversy coffin. She probably thought cancel culture was a myth, LOL. Well, Roseanne did later delete her tweet, stating that the joke was in bad taste and she should have known better. But at this point, the ship had already sailed. It was kind of like trying to put toothpaste back in the tube. The media wasn't having any of it. And why would they? It was like one day she's apologizing to Valerie.
You've apologized to Valerie Jarrett.
Yeah.
And the next day, she's calling her the B word.
I thought the bitch was white!
It didn't seem like she was really apologetic about the whole situation. Then this clip surfaced around the same time as the Valerie controversy.
With a Hitler mustache, baking cookies in the shapes of Jews?
No, people said it was in the shape of Jews, but it was not Jews. It was Palestinian.
Yeah, it wasn't looking too good for Roseanne. Sadly, Roseanne's downfall wasn't the icon's cross to bear alone. Roseanne's tweet also yanked off the chain on a lot of people's jobs. And despite her taking to Twitter to apologize to the hundreds of people who lost their jobs because of her, most of her co-stars weren't having it.
And calling out her co-stars who condemned her Twitter tirade. She told Michael Fishman, who played her son on the sitcom, quote, "I created the platform for that inclusivity and you know it. Me. You throw me under the bus? Nice." And to the talk co-host, Sarah Gilbert, who played her daughter Darlene and was instrumental in bringing the reboot to TV, Barr responded, "Wow, unreal."
However, not all of them threw their weight against Roseanne. John Goodman, Roseanne's heartthrob on the show, expressed his surprise at the cancellation of the show. John felt like the whole thing brought more heat than necessary and could have been handled differently. He was all in on supporting Roseanne, stating emphatically that he knows that she wasn't racist. His support particularly even made Roseanne get a little emotional.
I cried. And my boyfriend was like, look at what he said. And I was so happy.
John Goodman was not the only one who believed Roseanne Barr was being unjustly criticized. All over social media, a lot of her fans also thought the deck was stacked against her too, citing Roseanne's long history of incorporating anti-racist themes and storylines into her show.
Black people are just like us. They're every bit as good as us.
They couldn't fathom seeing their icon as racist. Everyone makes mistakes, they said, and they believe that Roseanne Barr was robbed of a well-deserved second chance. Anyway, the message was clear. ABC wanted nothing to do with Roseanne Barr.
ABC Entertainment president sent out this statement saying her tweet is abhorrent, repugnant, and inconsistent with our values, and we have decided to cancel her show.
After just 5 months of canceling the show, ABC chose to revive the show, renaming it The Connors, after axing out Roseanne's character.
What are they going to do to your character on the show?
They're going to,
they're going to kill you off?
Yeah, I think they did.
The entire original cast was retained, except Roseanne herself. Sheesh, talk about being left out in the cold. But, of course, what is Roseanne's show without Roseanne herself? Although the show has good ratings and is enjoyable to watch, it still feels like something is missing, especially for the fans of the OG Roseanne show from the 90s. The Connors TV show still finds it hard to fill Roseanne's massive shoes, and it shows. Roseanne Barr's electrifying performance and humor were a huge force to contend with. So, you might be wondering what Roseanne has been up to since her disgraceful dismissal from the ABC channel. Well, Roseanne has proven countless times to be one tough nut to crack. If anything, her recent comments on the Theo Von podcast show she won't be biting her tongue or mincing her words anytime soon.
Because we have, there's such a thing as the truth and facts, and we have to stick to it. And that is the truth. And nobody died in the Holocaust either. No. That's the truth. 6 million Jews should die right now because they cause all the problems in the world, but it never happened.
Like, come on, Roseanne. Seriously? Despite all the backlash, however, the 72-year-old is now back to her roots, giving stand-up comedy another shot, cracking it up with Fox Nation.
She is back. She's hard to defeat. She's got a brand new stand-up special on Fox Nation called Roseanne Barr, Cancel This.
Whilst also creating and managing her own YouTube channel. As of 2024, Roseanne Barr's net worth is around $80 million. Woof, I'd say she's doing all right. Her legacy might be a bit tarnished, but you can't deny her impact on television and comedy. Roseanne Barr's career is a testament to the highs and lows of fame. From her rise as a groundbreaking comedian to her fall from grace amidst controversy, notwithstanding, her legacy as a comedy trailblazer is solid gold, with a name that is imprinted in the hearts of those who found joy and laughter on her show. So, what do you think? Is Roseanne a misunderstood genius or her own worst enemy? The debate rages on, but one thing's for sure, her impact on television and comedy is undeniable. Seriously though, you've got to give it to her. She's never boring.
Thought they shut me up, but guess what?
And in Hollywood, that's saying something. Have a nice day. And hey, if you love spicy Hollywood stories like this, check out our other videos. See y'all next time. Bye.
I don't say the N-word, nor do I eat organ meats, because I have evolved.